2. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Booker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They get to him as he throws. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the 1st down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Bulls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Jukes his way for more. Hits a seam. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running to the left. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. final play of the quarter coming. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter and Buffalo is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't quite make the connection there. Him a little too much. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Bulls will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Inside the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Trying to pound it in. And he'll break the frame for a touchdown.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his...
Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's in for the score.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Otis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Second down, they'll go to the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Smashes through the tackle. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got a little space. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now on second down. They'll try it over the left side. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, running back on the move. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. Makes a move. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of his defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And nobody able to field that run as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Quarterback on the keeper. Smashes through the tackle. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Leaves it with the back. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Fires to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Stands in and takes the hit. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
At 3rd and 1, we're bringing in all the beef, right? We're bringing more guys to the line of scrimmage, more guys near the ball, thinking run, run, run. How about this? They try to be coy, slip the pass in there. Defense says, no, no, no. They were ready for it. Get the big sack, get the lost yards play.
Return runs out of bounds.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got it. Nice move there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Rushes on him. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Big 3rd down conversion. conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's into the open down the middle. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he will house it.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Otis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to go deep. Brings it down on the right side. Out of bounds all the way down at the 33-yard line, and they were backed up, but not for long. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Ingram. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got it! And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. They will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Arkansas is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was calling the Hogs in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 18 to Penn State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
He'll bring it out. It's Otis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's fourth down.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Quickly to the tight end. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Using his feet to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Offenses love the explosive plays through.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. The defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Makes his man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, they're after him! And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it there.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee.